The residents of a lonely gulch in inland California bear witness to an uncanny and chilling discovery. Jordan Peele's Nope is up next on Inside Movies. Hey guys, welcome to Inside Movies. My name is George Michail. I'm a comic book maker, joined by novelist Andrew Buckley, writer illustrator GMB CHOMICHUK. Let's get into it. Let's talk about this movie. A brand new movie just came out this past week. Nope. What did you think? What was the good?
First of all, if you are watching this and you haven't seen it, shut this fucking video off.
Don't watch it. Turn away.
Do not let this movie be spoiled by a couple of jack-offs on the internet, all right? Just stop. Just pause it. Even if you like us, Dad, turn the video off. Go watch it, all right? Because it's too good to spoil. It's too good to spoil. So the good is that the trailers all lied to you.
Totally.
You don't really know what the movie is about. It was my favorite experience in film. Just a hair behind Everything Everywhere All at Once, but only just.
Yeah, for this year, pretty great.
A movie is supposed to be magical, and when you get in there, you're going to have a world revealed to you, and you don't know what that world is going to be like until you are in the movie. And trailers have freaking ruined that for us, and these ones didn't.
But he used that to the advantage because he released that first trailer, super creepy and weird, not really sure what the hell's going on, might be a flying saucer. Released a second trailer, lots of flying saucers, and everyone's like, what the hell is he doing? Why would you ruin the movie like that? And even in the back of my brain, I'm like, he's not that stupid. There's no way he just fucked up this movie for everybody. And he didn't. He used
in
it
fact,
to good
the
effect.
title of the movie is answering the question as you watch those trailers. Did they just ruin the movie for you? Nope. Right? Have they just showed us all the cool, scary things in the movie that could possibly happen? Nope. Like, wow. That's awesome.
So the reveal, the living creature that looks like a flying saucer.
We spoiled it.
Yeah, this is a spoiler review. You gave them a warning. If they're still here, it's their own fault. That took me for a surprise, and I loved it. And the way this thing just like sucks things up and eats them, and oh man, it was nuts. And the character design of this creature, especially as it goes on towards the end, and he has this final shape revealed, insane.
Yeah, the biology of the creature is like a cross between a sand dollar, an oyster, a jellyfish, and a like cephalopod, all that flies in the sky. My goodness, incredible!
I love the parallels of his storytelling style is really damn good. But a lot of people complain that why are they spending so much time on the monkey? What's the deal with Gordy the monkey?
That's the whole point of this.
It is the whole point. It was a perfect parallel between everything Stephen Yeun. I'm probably gonna fuck up his name. He made the exact same mistake. He saw everything go wrong as a kid when he was on the show with the monkey, and he saw the monkey go primal when he got scared by the balloons. And as an older dude looking for entertainment and a spectacle, he did the exact same thing. He kept feeding this thing horses because thinking that he controlled it in some way. And the fact is, you never control things that are that primal. And it did a great job of showing that.
See, I took that scene a little bit differently. I thought that not that scene, but that relationship. I thought what they were trying to show with that whole, it's not even a subplot. It's like the plot of the monkey, of the chimpanzee attack and him surviving it as a young boy, is trying to relive. They revisit the shot of the chimpanzee looking him right in the eye a few times. And you feel that first person just terror. And I feel like this is a quest for him to feel that feeling again. This is what I thought his motivation was. I mean, maybe you disagree, pals, but this is what I thought, is that he's not trying to control it. He's trying to visit himself again in that moment. When he was, the last time he was innocent, he wants that feeling again.
I don't know what to think. There's layers to this movie for sure. I don't know what all the layers are. I just know that they feel good together. I liked when the monkey ate that lady's face. And then she shows up, and then she gets eaten by the fucking flying saucer monster, and like her face is all gone, and she's like gets sucked up into the thing. It's like, this is awesome.
Oh my god, I love that we love the parallel of this story and how hilarious it is. And George is like, I loved it when the monkey ate the girl's face. You're messed up, man. It had lots of great themes in it. I mean, it addressed, Hollywood culture. It addressed segregation. It addressed all kinds of crazy shit. Spectacle and media coverage. I mean, when the TMZ guy
Oh my god, yeah.
crashed on the bike, it was the whole theater erupted in laughter. It was so funny. And him just trying to get his camera, didn't care that he was, broken on the floor, about to get eaten by whatever the hell this is, just wanted to get his camera.
Yeah. There's so many things in this film, too, that I think it's fair to say that the three of us are not qualified even to unpack. There was a lot of commentary on how Hollywood has viewed the discussion of race and how race has been used in Hollywood. And, I could use a fair amount of education before I would deign to throw my opinion in that. But what I would say is this. My quick summation is the great machine of Hollywood is probably more terrifying than that sky beast that sucks them up and turns them into blood rain.
Well,
You'd rather be eaten by the space jellyfish than work in Hollywood. Seems to be one of the underlying themes.
Well, I read someone comparing the whole concept of something that does suck you up, use you, and then spit you out is exactly what Hollywood is as well. So I think it's a good description on that angle too. There's lots of different ways you can go with the interpretation of this movie.
I really like the director, the older director that's worked making documentaries and filming Predators and stuff like that, and then he's got his like handheld old school camera, and he goes for like the epic shot, and he wants to get sucked up at the end there to get the final like great picture of his life. And I think like they alluded to maybe he was sick, as he's like coughing, and he's and so he's like going for his last hurrah. I thought that was pretty cool. And that guy's voice is just amazing.
I think his name is Michael Wincott. I was really excited when I saw him in the second trailer because I really like that actor. He plays a great villain, and to see him in this kind of role where he's placidly letting everything happen and accepting that the cloud isn't moving, it was cool. But he was like great in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. He was Guy of Gisborne, and like you say, he was in The Crow. He's awesome. He's got a wicked voice. You're right.
The scene where the three like aliens are in the
the barn.
Oh my goodness. Okay, two things that are also really good about this film. Number one, it's the first Jordan Peele movie I've ever seen, and I'm thrilled to watch the rest of his filmography. I know you're saying why you waited so long. I know, it just life got in the way, okay? But I'm here now, and I can't wait to watch his other films because this one really blew me away.
Everybody was worried that he would be like an M. Night Shyamalan kind of guy where he made one good movie and then he would decline, but he did Get Out and was good, and did Us, which was good, and he did this, which is like one of the highest openings for an original movie. So, I mean, dude's doing something right. Whatever formula he's making movies by, he's doing it well.
Is the formula originality?
It might very well be.
Right? It could simply be that we are so starved for original content without knowing that when really excellent original content is shown to us, now we actually appreciate it. Maybe we finally appreciate good cinema again. Probably not, but maybe.
No, I don't think so. That kind of.
I do own a copy of Kingdom of Spiders, so I'm not sure if I'm qualified to talk about good cinema. Do you know what else is an unknowable creature that will suck you up and spit you out in an experience that you have not yet had?
George Michail.
The stories by George Michail, you monster. Cover of Darkness. George, tell us about Cover of Darkness.
Thanks, man. So Cover of Darkness is like Game of Thrones meets the Universal Monsters. It follows a family in medieval Romania. They get separated from each other, and they encounter vampires, werewolves, the mummy, creature from the Black Lagoon, and a steampunk Atlantean Frankenstein. The graphic novel is about to be released in comic book stores and bookstores across North America. So ask your local store to bring it in for you. Cover of Darkness. It's available through Diamond and through Simon & Schuster. The publisher is SourcePoint Press. Okay, let's get into the bad. What did we not like about Nope?
if it hadn't had such a strong opening, I would have said that what people aren't going to like about it is that they don't really know what's happening for the first 40 minutes. And that's what I love. I love a movie that isn't holding my hand, but I would think that many moviegoers would not like that. But I think the opening numbers kind of speak against me in that, and I'm glad they did because I love it. Other things that I think were a little bit not the best is that I can't remember the name of the characters. We only saw it the one time in theater before we recorded this, but our female lead, through the film, she did not, to me, have as much of an arc as it seemed like she was building up to have. What do you guys think? Am I crazy?
I guess not. I mean, she did. I mean, it's pretty clear what OJ's arc was, because his whole thing was that, it was generational. He learned this from his father. He was the one that recognized that, it was a creature and that all creatures can be tamed, or at least, learned about. M's character arc was different because we didn't get to see her normal world stuff. We just kind of know she wasn't really around, and then she was around. So it's hard to know, I guess, where she, ended up, because we don't know where she came from, I suppose. So I'm not really sure.
Yeah, and it seemed like her loss, like that jean jacket, I believe that was the name of the horse that got taken from her. Did they rename it? I thought that this was kind of going to be her horse, metaphorically. And I guess in a way, because of the well shot, literally her wishing well pays off. You know what? Maybe I stand corrected the more I think about it. She has a pretty great arc. She also has an amazing Akira bike slide. P.S.
That was a straight up credit to that, yeah.
Straight up Akira. In fact, the lightning on the Akira bike and the tattered yellow ribbon that's on her are like perfect. It's amazing. But we're supposed to talk about the bad. What else is bad? It was too short. I wanted to hear.
Yeah, so I love this movie, but I did find OJ, Daniel Kaluuya's character, I think he's supposed to be really reserved and quiet, like, because I've seen that actor in other movies, and he's, can be very engaging and stuff, and here he was very subdued. But I kind of wanted a little bit more reaction from him, because like crazy shit's happening, and he's just like, and like takes a step back, and it's like really not. Like anybody else would be like, holy fuck, and this guy is not like that.
And maybe what they needed, George, to punctuate that, I think what they were trying to sell us is the idea that he's used to being around literal wild creatures that if they kick the wrong way, you'll die. And so he's a little bit reserved. He doesn't just run away when it gets bad. But we didn't see enough animals behaving badly and him keeping his cool for it to seem like that was the transferred skill. I think so. Maybe there's a scene or two just left, out for length or something that builds that up. But I agree with you. There were some moments where it felt like, okay, you can show something now, for sure.
Oh, I have one nitpicky thing, and it's super nitpicky, but they rigged all those giant waving things in the field so they could track, where it was going to drop in, basically. Great and scene. They rigged it with like car batteries or something, but there was definitely not that many of those waving things outside that dealership when they showed it early in the movie when they drove by. But then there was like absolutely tons of them in the field. And did they steal, like, how many car batteries did they steal to power all those stupid waving things?
They do a brief car battery montage.
Very brief.
A brief car battery montage. It did seem like their capacity to get car batteries and noodle people perhaps should be their new business. Like whatever they do next, now that the ranch is closed, maybe they should do those noodle things because they're super good at running them in a tight spot.
They can set them up anywhere in the middle of a field.
This is what I'm saying, right?
Yeah,
I think
you're right.
Yeah. Nope 2, Noodle Man.
It was nitpicky.
Okay, let's get into the skinny. Let's give our final grades for Nope. I'll go first. I'm going to give it an A. I was completely engaged in this movie. Just like my eyes were glued to the screen from start to finish. I did not see the twist coming with this being like a living creature. So, is it one of my favorite movie experiences of the year so far?
I will 100% give Nope 2 out of 2 of my butt cheeks on the edge of a seat. Absolutely loved it as a horror film, as a suspense movie. hit everything. The only thing we had bad to say were nitpicks that you should ignore, and you should immediately run to see this film if you haven't.
How the fuck are you going to animate that, George?
I'll send him a link to my OnlyFans.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea. I don't know if there's that time to go through all that content, but it's a great idea. I agree with you guys. I thoroughly enjoyed this. I like this better than Everything Everywhere All at Once. So this one does get 5 deranged chimps out of 5.
Nice. All right, that's going to do it for another episode of Inside Movies. I've been George Michail, joined by Andrew Buckley and GMB CHOMICHUK. Make sure you follow along with us on our Facebook, our Instagram, or Twitter. Links to all those in the description of this video. And Cover Darkness. Ask your local store to bring in that graphic novel. It's written by me, so, it's good. And I hope you like it. Until next time, peace.